Giannis tips out an offense rebound. Gary misses the three. Miles grabs an offense rebound, then pitches it back to Giannis. Giannis misses but gets fouled. Is that the type of effort you guys are kind of talking about when you're looking for this team this year and how they're going to win games?
Yeah, I mean, it's what we have to do. It's our whole parts that is what makes us seem really good. And I thought the second half, just the effort defensively by everyone, starting with Ryan, Garden Brunson for most of the night, got tons of deflections, got his hands on the ball, got a couple of steals. Kuz, guarding Karl Anthony Towns. That's as good as you can get right there. Giannis and Miles just being able to patrol the basket. And then in the second half, the biggest thing I thought we did is our other guards didn't get beat off the dribble anymore. First half, they were just flying by us. The second half, we kept them out of the paint, and it allowed us to take away their threes, and it changed the game.
37, 8, and 7 for Giannis tonight. I guess you've been around him now for 2 years. Is this the best that you've ever seen him play?
Yeah, yes. Because the way he's playing, like it doesn't look like he's – what I love about Giannis right now, the numbers are just coming. It's not like he's searching for anything. He's not searching to score. He's not searching. He's just doing it all, and it's coming organically. And then at the end of the game, when you add everything up, you're like, wow, I didn't know he did that much. And that's the beautiful part of his game right now.
On the other side, in the second half, to open the quarter with AJ getting his first shot,
yeah,
he makes 3. How important was it for you to maybe set the tone with a play call to get him a shot?
Yeah, it was important. That was the first thing at halftime. I looked at his, first of all, he was in foul trouble, struggling a little bit. And I told our coach, I said, I got to get AJ a shot. And so we ran the play. He got a shot, and that got him going. Because a guy that shoots the ball that way and frustrated with fouls and defense, you got to get him going to make him feel better about playing defense too. And I thought that was important for him.
I guess how do you look at what Jalen was able to do in that the raw numbers are what they are. He's very tough to stop, but then also I don't know if you're a plus-minus guy that went your team's way with him on the court, which doesn't always marry up, right? So
yeah.
What did you think overall about
Well,
that?
I just thought in the second half. I thought in the first half he had his way, and the second half he didn't. I thought we just made everything very physical. They were by far the more physical team in the first half, and we are by far the more physical team in the second half. And it was a tale of two halves in that way.
Doc, where have you just seen the most growth from Ryan from last season to now?
Just hanging in there, We came out of a timeout. We were going to run a variation of the first play we ran with AJ, and he forgot it. And instead of getting frustrated, the ball ends up in his hand, and he makes a 3. And he walks over to me. That's my fault. And I was like, we're good. Just keep playing. Last year, that could have taken him out. He could have got down. He could have got frustrated. He's doing a much better job of getting to the next play. Whether it's a good play or a bad play, he just gets to the next play, and that's been great for us.
Doc, you had mentioned just Kuzma's defensive performance today. Can you expand on that and how that was really impactful today?
Yeah, he did it in Toronto as well. He is like, I'm proud of everybody, but I'm so proud of him because he's completely bought into his role. Like 100%, rolling, pushing the ball up the floor, playing defense. He's doing all the little things that makes him such an important player to a winning basketball team. And he's doing that. And he's enjoying it. He's enjoying the defensive part of that. And really good for him.
You mentioned just kind of looking up at the end of the night and going, wow, that number is better than I thought it was. 14 of 33, 42.4% from 3. It felt like you guys missed a number of shots again tonight.
We did. It's so funny because you look at our numbers and we shot 55% from the field, 42% from the 3, and yet when you're sitting in the game live, you're frustrated because you think you're missing shots. That just tells you how well we shoot the ball. Because whenever Gary Trent has a wide open shot, or AJ Green, or Miles, or or TP, or Bobby, you just assume that's when they miss one. I think you get more frustrated because they make them usually.
I know you guys are kind of waiting for Miles to get going and get comfortable taking the shots that he does, but there's a extra pass he makes to TP tonight, behind the back pass to Rollins in the corner.
Yeah, I almost killed him for that one, though. I swear. I wanted to kill him because he was wide open. And it just tells you, it's funny talking to Reggie Miller before the game because he knows Indiana. He said, man, you like that leadership on? I said, it's amazing. I said, I never knew. He said, no, that was the key for them. But he was such a great leader. I really think he saw Ryan, knew Ryan was going, and gave himself up to get Ryan another three. I thought that was unbelievable. Once Ryan made the shot, I was happy again. But, yeah.
You mentioned the shooting. There was a point where it was almost 60% from the field, like 50 plus from three, 100% from free throw, and yet you were still trailing.
Yeah.
So
halftime, we were shooting 3% and getting our butt kicked.
So I guess what are you maybe not seeing? Because obviously offensively that can get going and snowball the right way, but defensively, when you're shooting like that, you would think it's a 15-point lead as opposed to being.
But they were shooting better.
So what are you seeing that's maybe not working yet?
No, we just wasn't getting stops. And so if you can trade baskets, but you can still lose that game. All right. We also turned the ball over a bunch in the first half. So they had 8 more shots than us. But in the second half, we didn't turn the ball over. We defended them, and we kept playing the same offense.